I'm actually going to speak about this pretty quickly. This isn't going to be a long video, but so first I'm going to talk about placenta previa. I could be saying it wrong, but that's how I say it. And basically what that is when the placenta isn't where it should be positioned inside of the uterus. Now, the placenta doesn't move. What happens is my uterus expands as the baby grows, and then as that happens, the placenta is supposed to shift into the right place. And the baby's growing, but my placenta has not moved from on top of my cervix, which is dangerous, and it's actually very serious. I cannot go into natural labor. I wasn't going to have a natural birth, considering when I had my son, I had to have an emergency C-section, so I knew that I was going to go into another C-section with this baby. But with the placenta not being where it needs to be, if my body decides to try and naturally birth, like my water breaks and he tries to come, it's life or death pretty much for me and the baby. I can pass away, the baby can pass away, and that's not what anybody wants, including myself. So I am listening to everything my doctor has recommended me for this placenta previa, and that includes like no working out, pelvic rest, don't lift anything over 20 pounds, stay. But I am a really positive person, so I'm only thinking of things that I want and not things that I don't want. This also, I want to say placenta previa happens also. Like, I was reading, like, how did this happen? How do you fix it? There's no way you can fix it. Your body just has to naturally do it. And I had a C-section with my son, so it was, like, kind of, I don't want to say inevitable that this was going to happen, but my chances for this happening was a lot likely, and it's happening. So I'm just going to keep being positive and hope that my placenta moves out the way, because I just don't want it there. I don't like thinking like I have a life or death situation on my hands. And then also, depending on if it moves or not, they may try to deliver him, like do a C-section earlier than my due date. So it's just a lot to think about and take in. Since my timer went off, I'm about to just show you guys the process of how you have to check your blood sugar. Now, I do things a lot differently. I declined doing a glucose test because I didn't want to drink 50 grams of sugar and then get my blood drawn. So what I opted into is checking my blood sugar, and that's how they diagnosed me with gestational diabetes. I said I don't want to make this video too long because I'm going to take this video and put it on my YouTube channel so I don't have to film it twice. So basically what I have here is alcohol swabs that I use for my fingers, and I basically take them out and really wipe my fingers really good. Before I wipe my fingers with this alcohol swabs, what I do is wash my hands really good in the bathroom, make sure I don't have any makeup or sugar or anything on my hands. So this is what I do first. Then what I have right here is the glucose monitor. So I just rip this out right here, and then right here are the test strips, and then I need to reload this with a new needle, but this is what I use to prick my finger. This is the needle, this is the pusher to prick my finger, so I'm about to load this. And I do have a disposable box for all my used needles. So I go ahead and stick this in, twist it, and then it's ready. Okay, and then what I do next is I load the machine with the test strip, and then I shake my hand so I can kind of get some blood, because there's been times I've pricked my finger and there was literally no blood. So today I'm going to do my middle finger, and I really try not to think about it, because if I do, it hurts. So I just push the button, and then you can see like a little drop, and then I like push my blood out to where it's enough for a sample. Sorry if you can't see blood and I'm like totally doing bloody things, sorry. Then I take the machine and there we go. So it's loading. And it's 129. 129 is a great number because we want it to be under 140 because it's 1 hour after a meal. So we're perfect. It's 129, it's been 1 hour. What I ate was oatmeal, chia seeds, and bananas. That was my breakfast. And then I take that alcohol pad and I just like hold it on here until like, so no more blood comes out. And then I clean up. Now, and like you can see it says 129, so great. And then I take the sample that my blood was in and I dispose it in like a thing that's specifically for that. And then I can't really show you this part, but this is my chart and then I just write everything down. But at the end of the day, I take everything very seriously because, you know, the end results of having really bad gestational diabetes is stillbirth, or like the baby can end up having diabetes, or I can end up having it. So like, you know, there's always some serious repercussions if you don't take something serious. So of course I'm taking it seriously. Of course I'm very on top of it. And there are moments where it's difficult, you know, because like pretty much have a strict diet. Like I was talking to my dad the other day, like yesterday, and we were talking about this, and like me and him are pretty much on the same page with with what I have to do. And so I just eat a lot of vegetables and I'm just eating super clean and like no sugar. Like I pretty much took sugar out of my diet until I have the baby, and I just keep telling myself I only have 3 more months. Like I can do this. That's pretty much what's going on with me. And I'm just staying really positive and doing everything that I gotta do. And I have a really great support system behind me. It's so cute. My son, he wasn't in here today, but every time he sees me checking my blood sugar, he knows I'm doing it. And then he'll be like, "Are you okay? Does it hurt?" And I'm just like, "I'm alright." Like, just the fact that he asks me and he cares makes me feel so special. Because, like, he really loves me. And my husband, like, everyone. Like, I have a really good support behind me. And, yeah, just take it serious. Like, if your doctor's telling you about this, like, take it seriously. Even if your numbers are not drastically crazy, at the end of the day, you're a lifeline for someone else to be here. And you gotta do what you gotta do. That's what I say to myself. So that's it about this. This video will also be on YouTube. I just have to upload it, and that's it for today's video. So thank you so much if you made it this far in the video. It'll also be available on YouTube, so if you're like, "Oh no, it's only 24 hours, don't worry, the resource will be there on YouTube. I will put the link in my story later on today. And, oh, last thing, make sure you're drinking your water. My husband got me this amazing Yeti. I don't know what this is called. This Yeti water bottle, I'll call it that. And it, like, basically has all the water you need to drink. Like, it can carry all the water you need to drink in one day, so I love this. And make sure you're drinking your water.